watching one of my favourite moto vloggers, Suffolk Andy, the other night, and he reminded me that about a month ago on one of his vlogs he put up some 5 questions that came from his daughter Amy. Sounds like him and Amy are quite a team. She helps him answer all the comments that he gets on his videos. So Amy asked 5 questions. So the first one I can remember was, what sort of music do you listen to? It's like motorbikes, there's good music and there's great music. Of course, I grew up in teenage years in the 70s, so the likes of Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Rolling Stones. My absolute favourite of all time, it's got to be Jethro Tull and Ian Anderson. I just love his music. So yeah, you know, I suppose that you call that classic rock there. That's what I listen to on a daily basis. My wife listens to a lot of classical music. There's some real good stuff there. Some of it I don't like, a lot of it I do. So that's my thing as far as music goes. Now, what was one of Amy's other questions? Oh, that's right. Do you have any hobbies that don't include motorbikes? Basically no. I suppose there's things I do that I enjoy. You know, I work on the house and well, apparently since I bought the Guzzy I haven't worked on the house. Yeah, well, I'm supposed to work on the house and you know, doing restoration type stuff. But yeah, I ain't doing that today, is I? Yeah. Sorry Amy, no other hobbies that don't include motorbikes. I'm trying to think of another one of Amy's questions. Must be quite a challenge taking these big vehicles through these little wee narrow windy roads. Another one of Amy's questions was what was the first Suffolk Andy moto vlog that you watched? And to be honest, I can't remember. I think I subscribed to Suffolk Andy about 12 months ago. So I guess if we go back 12 months it'll be one of them. But I enjoy his style. I love the fact that he and Amy answer all the comments that they get, and I really love seeing the beautiful old churches that Andy manages to put into his videos, and I've been meaning to do a video showing some of New Zealand churches, or around Auckland where I live anyway, and I will get round to that one day. Interesting garden ornaments back there. Oh, and looks like a bit of rain across the water there, and that's where I'm heading. Yes, thanks Sheepy, he just pointed out the rain clouds across the way that I'm going to be going into. So while we poodle through Thames here, try and answer another one of Amy's questions, and one of them was, do you have a nickname apart from your channel name? And I guess in some ways I do. My name's Martin. The only person who calls me, or used to call me Martin, was my mother when I was in trouble. But everybody calls me Marty, so I guess that's a nickname, I don't know. Another one of Amy's questions. What is your most embarrassing moment? And oh dear Amy, there's been so many. I'll have to think about that one. Well, that's the Kopu bridge that we just came across, and it's just recently been replaced. Well, that one that we've been on was just recently constructed. The original bridge is straight ahead of us, and it was, as if you can see it, a one-lane bridge. Now, I don't think I'll walk right across, but we'll have a little look-see. This will do. So, can we see that? So I've been thinking about Amy's questions, and that last one I'm going to answer, which is, what's the most embarrassing moment you've ever had? One story I came up with, some time ago now, my eldest son was 15 at the time, he's now 27, 12 years ago. He was learning to drive, and he wanted me to drop him off at the downtown ferry terminal in Auckland City, which is right in the heart of the CBD. So I took him and let him drive into town in my work car, well, my work hack. It was an old Nissan Sentra, I think it was a Sentra. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It was an old car that had central locking that worked too well, because often you'd get out of the car, shut the driver's door, and the central locking would go off and lock all the doors. So you can see what's coming. We get downtown, he's late for his ferry, I'm in the passenger seat, he's in the driver's seat. He jumps out, I jump out, I'm coming around, and just as I said, don't shut the door, he shut it, and it locked it. And of course we're double parked, the start of rush hour, and so there, and the car's idling. So there we are, he runs off. I said, I haven't got my phone, and he tossed me his phone, and he buggered off to catch the ferry, and I had to ring the wife and stand there while my car's idling, double parked, people trying to get around it, tooting at it. And at one stage a carload from Auckland, a car full of people, of traffic wardens from Auckland City pull up, and I thought, oh, I'm in for it now. I have to plead my case, and you know, but they just jumped out, some of them jumped out and ran off to catch their ferry home. They weren't interested. Anyway, an hour later, my wife turns up, and I said, give us the keys. What keys? I said, the spare keys, didn't you bring them? Oh, you didn't tell me? And to be honest, yeah, I didn't tell her. I told her that the car had locked itself and that I was in town and she needed to come in. So she had to turn around and drive home and get the spare keys, come back, while I'm still standing guard over this car that's still idling, and there's still rush hour traffic still going around it. And yeah, that's my most embarrassing moment. Had a great day riding with Black Sheep Biker. If you haven't checked out his channel, do so. He's got a lovely GSX 1000, which he let me ride, but I had to give it back. Anyway, great day, great ride. The bike is absolutely filthy, so time to switch off, ride home, and I think I'm going to get very wet as I get closer to home.